Matt Abramson, and this is WUFT Amplified, bringing you local amazing artists for your listening pleasure. Today we're going to hear from Now Leaving Space, featuring Xavier Otero on vocals and bass guitar, Aaron Dunfee on guitar, JT Adkins on drums, David Daza on saxophone, EJ Voor on trombone, and Ryan Hall on trumpet. With their song El Camino, here's Now Leaving Space.
But it's making me shout, screw this town, I need to get out. Got a little bit of money and a little time, gonna go somewhere so sublime. Want to know where this takes me, meet me where the roads intertwine. Where I go, no one knows. And it's time to fly away. How did you get there, how did you get there, don't ask why. How did you get there, how did you get there, from the start, how did you follow my heart. Now it's time to depart.
That was El Camino by Now Leaving Space, followed by Spoopy. So, Xavier, tell us how Now Leaving Space came together.
Well, it all started on this website called Reddit, small little thing. Aaron and I, Aaron made a post that he's been looking to start a ska band for a very long time. Gainesville has a rich ska history, and he wanted to get something going. He's been thinking about it, talking about it for a long time. And that's exactly how I felt. I reached out to him, a random stranger, invited him over to my apartment, and thankfully, he was a great guy. And we got together, we started jamming, and I knew a lot of horns from school, some friends that played saxophone, and then just kind of snowballed from there. A lot of members started joining in, few rotated out, but it was a very, very rich and organic experience from my apartment living room, us coming up with all these songs with like 3 horns blaring in a small little square footage there. So that's how we came together.
Well, shout out to your neighbors for hopefully appreciating the music.
Yeah, no noise complaints.
So what's the inception of Now Leaving Space, the name?
Our saxophonist, David, do you want to? Yep.
Hi, so Now Leaving Space is kind of like something that I came up with. I was doing some recording with my other band, and I had to travel and a couple hours to do some recordings. And basically, we were doing some off-the-cuff stuff, and my theory or philosophy is usually less is more. So I kind of threw some words together, and for some reason, Leaving Space or Now Leaving Space kind of putting the highway signs and just kind of like leaving space for other musicians, or just kind of like leaving that space for its own kind of meaning. It's open for interpretation, but it kind of rooted from just leaving space for other instrumentalists to do their thing.
Well, our next song is Phantoms. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the meaning of this song?
Yeah, so this is a song that I wrote. Essentially, it's I wanted to encapsulate a feeling that is a really happy feeling that makes you sad because it's lost. The feeling of innocence, that feeling of joy that you got as a kid, and then as you kind of grow up, you start to understand certain things about the world. You start to observe things a little bit more critically, and then that joy, that zest, that innocence all fades away, and that's kind of like a song about the remembering that joy, and then kind of a little bit of lament from that. Mm-hmm.
All right, so now playing Phantoms. This is once again Now Leaving Space.
Existence made a sin. The joy and the love I felt back then is a phantom that haunts me till the end. change. What's changed when you're changing on a daily basis? Only in my dreams will you start to undress. I think you're hard to impress. Cultivate the clouds in the sky. Inspiration for your eyes. Same with the sounds of the trees. You sing the sweetest melodies. Running out of time. I am the perfect crime, but I don't think I'm getting deeper. Call me evening, morning sleeper. Today's a day where the start meets the end. I can't go on knowing I'm gonna pretend. It's not right, well, I don't think. You pull me close, I push you over the brink, yeah. My life's a tragic mess, not easy to confess. I think I'm hard to impress. Cultivate the clouds in the sky. Inspiration for your eyes. Same with the sounds of the trees. Sing the sweetest melodies. Running out of time. I am the perfect crime, but I don't think I'm getting deeper. Call me evening, morning sleeper. Tonight's a night, today's a day to feel alright. There's some things you need to say. Don't say it again. I don't think I'm getting deeper. Call me evening, morning sleeper.
So we've been debating a little bit. What does EMS stand for? Is it endless maniacal ska? What does it stand for?
I wish. No, I'm just joking. It stands for Evening Morning Sleeper. That one was a song our saxophonist David Daza wrote. Yeah, it's little parts about relationships, a little kind of metaphorical lyrics in there. But yes, it stands for Evening Morning Sleeper.
That was my second guess. So you've been playing a lot of shows in town recently. Any like crazy stories from any of your shows?
Yeah, our very first show was actually an open mic. They crammed us onto a now closed down bar, but they crammed us onto a tiny little stage. We actually had, I think, 2 more members, more than what we are now, and they still crammed us all in there. But the opening acts were pretty wild. There was a guy who was playing acoustic guitar about songs about serial killers, and then halfway through he would forget it, and he's like, "No, I'm moving on to the next one." And he keeps starting, and at the very end, he's like, "I'm gonna do the firecracker thing," and the MC's like, "No, don't do it!" And he's starting to get up from his chair, and this guy takes out a firecracker, puts it in his mouth, and then lights it, and it blows up in his face. So yeah, very memorable first show, and that was just one of the many wild acts on that show. I think that open mic is still around, but yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I've seen you on Instagram. Is that the main place we should be following you to see tour dates and releases?
Yeah, absolutely. Our Instagram is @NowLeavingSpace. Same name under Facebook. We have a TikTok, also Now Leaving Space. But yeah, we've been playing a lot recently. We just did our first outside of Gainesville show down in Sarasota with some pretty incredible ska bands that still play around, which is it's awesome. But yeah, we got a new song that's going to be releasing here pretty soon, Phantom, the one earlier in our set. We have 2 songs released already, which is El Camino and EMS. So yeah, if you liked our sound, definitely go give those a bump, put it on the playlist. They're fantastic songs, or we think so.
Excellent. Now, hold on.
Yeah.
is the next song, Holding On, actually.
Oh, yeah.
So what is the story behind Holding On?
This is our quintessential space song. There's a lot of space iconography all throughout it. So, yeah. But yeah.
All right, excellent. So to play us out is Now Leaving Space with Holding On. That was Now Leaving Space on WUFT Amplified. Thank you for performing, guys. Appreciate it very much. And thank you for listening at home. To watch past episodes and learn more, visit wuft.org/amplified.
Sing the sweetest melodies, running out of time. I am the perfect crowd, but I don't think I'm getting deeper. Calling evening.